Well, I'm Jacob Van Wyk, only referred to as Jake. So I've been teaching art at Dordt for 23 years. This is my 23rd year. And a bit of a jack of all trades. Fortunately, I have a very understanding wife, Trina. I have 4 incredible kids. Of course, they live in every time zone now.
Yeah, Jake and I go back about 40 years or so. We connected, we clicked. And that has lasted for a long, long time.
Jake's a man of action and engagement. I don't think there's a minute that Jake spends during the day in which he's not deeply engaged in it.
The fact of the matter is that I have a relatively short attention span. So if I don't have variety in my work, I get bored. Every semester you have a new group of kids, a new set of challenges, projects going on. The oxymoron part is that I love big projects. Doing The Gift was a major project, over 800 hours of work, and so we have this larger-than-life figure standing on a raised plinth with all these different symbols of the different programs at Dordt.
And then there's The Gift, Jake's signature sculpture that stands at the entrance to the Ribbons Academic Complex, and literally thousands of students walk by it each week. It's a significant piece, and it'll be here for years to come, and we're very thankful for that.
What do I wish to be remembered for? Is simply that I was enthusiastic about the program and that I encouraged the biting off more than you can chew mantra, perhaps, and really helped to make plans for a new facility where the fine arts of process and ceramics and printmaking, sculpture fed into our spearhead of the program, which is graphic design and applied arts. We were surprised to see on the plans these wonderful tower skylights which matched the entrance of the building. I designed this storage system which is central so people can work from all sides and put works in progress.
We are currently working on a commission for the new science building in which I've done some of the design work and a bit of the project management. Jake will be doing the ceramics, and it's going to be a very large ceramic piece.
Well, I'm standing in front of the template, essentially. It's an angled board, and it was David's idea to take marks that I made on a piece of ceramic and blow it up to a large-scale design, and then digitally tile the work. So this piece will be composed of literally over 150 tile. My work is essentially produce the tile and fire it. So it's been a really great process.
Wrestling's kind of a fraternity of brotherhood, so yes, we welcome wrestlers to come in, and Jake would come over pretty regularly. That's how he would supplement his workout, but also I think satisfy some of his love for wrestling.
Wrestling is a sport that requires a great deal of conditioning, and like art, it was a challenge. You can't wrestle with college kids unless you're in shape. Some of the things that I'll miss is obviously the students. They sometimes drive me crazy. On the other hand, I feel like a kid again when I'm around them. They have an energy and a serendipity about the way they do things that feeds me. I learn stuff all the time with students.
I was a student at Dordt. I came in 1995. I had a little bit of room in my program, so I had an opportunity to take some electives. One of those was a ceramics class, so I got to have the opportunity to be taught by Jake. Professor Van Wyk has this unique ability to meet you right where you are. If you're a accomplished artist, the way that he's going to instruct you is going to look different from if you're someone who is a theology major like I was. The impact on my life, I cannot express to you with words how differently I see everything, and I still keep that one piece, the one that was finally, it felt like it came from within me, and it sits in a prominent place in my home because it represents a change in my life that I'm so thankful for.
It's hard to talk about how my development has progressed without talking about Dordt, really. It's nurtured and encouraged me and facilitated a lot of important research on my part. Of course, I am entering a commercial realm, and so that will change things a bit, so I need to adjust accordingly.
I don't know what he intends to do in retirement, but I can't imagine that he'll stop creating. I hope we'll get to see some of that. I hope he'll do some gallery shows, and I hope we'll see his work in the community.
It was never art for art's sake with Jake. It was art for the kingdom of God. And it's a perspective that I think will be with the department for years to come, even after Jake retires.